Hi, my name is Simran Kaur. I'm here to take an interview for Information System for Business. The interview is related to interdependency of accounting, information system, and information technology. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, Simran. Hi. So my name is Madhu Sharma, and I'm a chartered accountant. Basically, I'm working with KPMG from last 2 years. I have a prior experience of 3 years in audit profile in India. So yeah, this was all about myself. So please go ahead.
Yeah, the first question I want like to ask you is about the background of information technology, information system, and accounting. Like how you feel, how they are interdepending to each other.
Okay, so basically, accounting nowadays is heavily dependent on information technology. Like all the accounting is now being done on softwares like SAP, Tally, etc. So on and off, there's no more manual accounting. Then even you can say that the accounting is entirely now being done through the information technology system, right? Like in banks also, like in every organization, you will see there are the devices, like biometrics and all for attendance and all these things. Or also for accounting also. So we like so there is like, in every next organization you will see the information system is there. So yeah, there is very matlab, accounting and information system are heavily linked, and there is they are accounting is nowadays it is heavily dependent on information technology system.
Yeah, what I feel is information system is important because it gather information, store and then share. So it is very necessary for accounting to gather the information and data collection processes. So I think accounting is very interdepending with it. Do you feel there are many changes like from past years in for in today's like in handling the data or doing any process in accounting as an accountant?
Yeah. So in old days, like in earlier times, accounting was all based on manual accounting. Like we used to keep the ledgers. Like when we were also in 11th or 12th standard, we have, learned how to make journal entries and all these things in registers. So earlier also, like the accounting records were kept in books, right? Now we do not keep these registers and all. We just do a entry, and these are automated entries in the systems like SAP or be Tally or Oracle. There are many systems like that. So there has been a very drastic change. Like there is no need to remember things, right? You just have to put that entry in the system. Later on, it'll be reflecting there forever. So yes, the change has been drastic.
So you feel the change is positive or it has some negative effects too?
Well, my personal belief is that the change is positive. Obviously, there is no negative to it. Like it has reduced your burden of, remembering things, or the accuracy also is more correct in, systems like SAP or Tally rather than, manually or recording things or then forgetting them. So there are less chances of, getting the things done wrong. So accuracy from accuracy point of view and from completeness point of view, the change is positive. I believe the change is positive.
So what as a title I decided is interplay of information technology, information system and accounting. So what I learned from the topic is that information system means collecting data, software and procedures and people that work together so that they can share the information for various purposes like for decision making in the organizations. And as IT is including in every aspect, like in every field, IT plays like IT is a backbone of information system and accounting. So it means like computers, softwares, networks that we use to store, retrieve the information. So for accounting, it's a systematic process that we do record analyzing, but now it will be easy with the information system and information technology to record, share, and then process that data. Is that you feel the same?
Yes, correct, very right.
Yeah. So my another question is that you told a lot of positive effects of the interdependency, but I feel there may be a job security issue. Like if most of the work is done through the software, so there will be less need of accountant. It will be easy for everyone to just download the software and then proceed with the work.
Right, right. So it might happen this way that if for a given work, like two, three people are required, but with these, systems or softwares, like there might be requirement of one people. So job security can be taken as issue for accountants,
Yeah.
I say.
And there might be an issue of cyber security, like leak, data leak, or all things, theft of data or something like that, because all the data is online and like hacking is increasing with the increase in technology. So
Right, right, right. That you need to take care of. Like the viruses also like might enter into your system, so they might also corrupt your data.
yeah.
So yeah, cyber security risk will remain with information technology. Yes, right.
Yeah, so we have some side points like negative points too.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, can you provide any example from your previous work experience as an accountant when there is no that interdependency on this field, like three fields, but and an example from now when they are interlinked and interdependent with each other?
So I remember when I was doing my articleship, what happened was we used to maintain. So we were auditing basically school. So they were maintaining the data in the registers. Like in school, they keep the registers for whatever fees is received. They just note it down in the register form, like manually. So there was no software there till the time when we were auditing that school. So while auditing, we came across many areas, many loopholes where things were not reconciling, right? Like it was like the student has paid the fees, but it was not duly recorded in the register. The accountant which was kept might have forgotten, because there are so many things to do, so they might have forgot to record the entry, right? But then at the end of the audit, we suggested the organization to implement some kind of sort of system, so where like all the entries are routed through the system, so there's no chance of like not recording things,
Yeah.
right?
So it is easy
So
like to record in the system because you can
right,
check easily, audit easily rather than opening a lot of books and papers. So
right, like, and
also it is
all the
good for environment, I think. You don't need to use a lot of like papers and all.
correct, correct. Also, it ensures completeness also. Like, matlab all the things are duly recorded. It's not like you are missing or omitting something, right? So it ensures completeness also. So afterwards, they integrated our system, and then all the receipts and like the payments were enrouted through the system only. So
Okay.
the way.
Like, do you have any work experience recently in which three fields are like involved, like information technology, information system, and then accounting?
Current examples I'll give because I'm auditing different organizations. So for IT system, I'll say all the organizations these days are following these software, right? Like in most of the cases, it will be SAP, because Tally also is sort of manual thing. So in big organizations, we are using SAP, right? So like there less or there are negligible chances of things getting wrong. The entries are also duly authorized and approved in the system also, in the system only. So like it is not like you are passing the entry and you are taking that document or to your higher authority and then getting it signed and approved and then recording it. So it is not like that these days. So what happens in the software is you initiate an entry, so you have identified your approvers and that entry will automatically go through the system to that approver. They'll check, they'll verify it, and then the entry will get posted. So yeah, this is the current experience example for IT.
That's good. I need to ask you, like, all these things, that dependency, new softwares, new upgraded technologies, do they affected financing decision, like about the organization decision making? It affected anything like that?
For financing, I'll say it increases your cost because you have to take the subscriptions of these IT systems, right? And it also comes with a lot of compliances. You have to get your subscriptions renewed. So I think financing might have an impact, like a little bit impact, not major, but it will have a little bit
Yeah, you
impact
need
on.
to provide laptops and like some
Right,
something
right.
tablets or something for to your employees too. So
Correct, correct, correct. But it's
and
the one-time investment basically, and these are
yeah, it's a
also
long
reflected
term investment. Yeah.
right in assets in your balance sheet. So positive impact.
Yeah. So does this interdependency like affected decision making from the point of shareholders or from the organization to invest or something? Because you said accuracy is more, so it's good for the shareholders to see what actual value of the company is, like what is their like they are on profits or not. So it is easy for them to make decisions, I think.
Yes, yes, yes. Very true. Actually, the shareholders, any investor will go with the company in which the counting is done right. Okay, so if, for example, there are two companies, one is maintaining its data manually, and
Yeah.
one is everything through softwares and all. So it is very obvious that investors will go for the entity that is recording, that is like that is having the information system with them, right? Not the manual systems. So I think the investors will go with the
Even it is easy to change manual, so you there are more
yeah.
chances of discrepancy.
Yes,
Yeah, you can just change and
discrepancies and fraud entries are more likely to be passed in the manual.
yeah. So because in software you can double check and all things are automatically gonna check again and again, so there are
Yeah,
less chances of
to the system. So
uh, do you feel there are some concerns you need to take as a professional accountant about the job? Like accounting is all about softwares now. So do there is any like do you feel any risk about the job that there might be a time when there will be less chances to get a job as an accountant?
from job point of view, yes, it is a concern because I told you earlier also, like if there is a requirement of two, three people in the organization for accounting, and if all that work is done through systems, you might require only one person for that.
Yeah.
So job concern is there for like
I
as
think
an
it
account,
yeah, it's gonna be difficult for the freshers and newcomers to
right?
get the job because it's gonna be difficult as they already have technologies to do the stuff. So how do you feel it gonna be in future? Like it is in past, it will be recorded in the notebooks and everything is manual. Now it's all digital. Do you feel there might be some changes in the future?
Uh, the changes, I believe that the systems will go more automated, so it you might not require like more men, more people. So this is the only change I believe. Rest, so I don't think there are more changes to it.
Okay. Anything else you want to share as an accountant related to these three fields or
Mhm. Regarding like what
so at last, I learned that accounting relies on IT and information system for data collection and reporting, and it positively impacted. Like with the interdependency, there is automation, data analytics, blockchain, and cloud computing. So there might be some like disadvantage as you told about job security and like cyber security. So they might be taken care of. Like they can be sorted. Like you need be extra careful while processing your data. So, do you feel there will be any time when there in the future there will be less need of accountant or no need of accountant with the high technology or something?
okay, so I personally believe that there will never be a situation where no human resources will be needed.
Yeah.
I don't think it will ever happen because to run the systems also, like you need human resource, right? Like there you need someone who will run the system, who will enter the operate the systems basically. So I the requirement might be less. Like for example, for a given work, say like earlier 2, 3 people were required, Now in the software only one person is required. So the requirement might go less, but it will, I don't believe that it will ever happen that there will be no need of human resource. So in not even in accounting, in every other field, you can say human resources are the main assets, right? Like
Yeah.
there will, I don't believe that there
Yeah, even
never
for making software, you need humans. They are only made by the humans. So if you need
right.
to upgrade the technology, you need humans. So yeah. So as an accountant, do you feel there might be like many effect on decision making? Like if nowadays information is easily provided. Before, if you need any company statement, you need to visit, request them for the balance sheet and their financial statements, but nowadays they are easily available online. Whenever a person need, he or she can check and analyze through the softwares that the company is in a good position to invest or anything like that.
Yeah, right, right. So for the listed and for the like basically the public companies, the annual statements are available publicly, so anyone can access it. Also for other companies also, like if the investors, like if there are private investors, for example, so if they want to see the financial position of the company, they can just so basically in Tally, it is like if you want to see the balance sheet in PNL, you can there's a it gives an option to see you the PNL statement, like the profitability statement as on that date and the balance sheet position also. So at any given time, like it like be it in the middle of the year or near to the end of the financial year, you can check the financial positions of the company.
So like you
So
can check at any time, anywhere from anywhere. So you don't need to make special request. The data is easily available nowadays. Yeah, that's good. I think there is a lot of there was a lot of changes from before and now in every like in all the three fields. Technology is upgrading like every time on a daily basis. And with the technology upgradation, there are new systems in accounting too that help you to learn like new things. So that's all. Anything else you want to add or summarize the topic?
yeah, so I'll say that the accounting basically nowadays have become more and more reliable and interdependent on IT technology, and future also. I'm expecting that this is going to grow. The interdependency is going to increase. However, yes, as we have discussed, that there are some disadvantages to it, but that can be taken care of. Like for the aspect, there are some pros and cons, so it is like that only.
So what you like, can you explain the interdependency, the contribution to the organization's success? Uh, Give me a sec. What you feel all of all of three field interdependency affected like organization success, how they are like they positively impacted to the success or
Yes, yes. There is, I will say, a positive impact only. An IT system plays a huge role in success of an organization,
yeah.
because if you see, if you go for control testing and control reliance, so it is more in case of where IT is used, right? Because all the things are going through the systems, so control reliance is more. The controls are more effective in case of where IT is involved. So on an overall basis, I believe that it has bring up a positive impact in the success of the
So yeah,
organization.
it is good for organization success, the interdependency, like their interplay
Yes.
with each other. I think so now in the future we're gonna see more of their interdependency, but they are obviously now they are totally dependent. IT is born for information system and like accounting. Obviously in future it gonna be increased with the new technologies. So yeah. Yes, that's it for the interview. Thank you for your time. The interview is only gonna post for the assignment purpose. It will not be published anywhere for any other reason. So it is only for the assignment. Uh, Thank you. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Simran.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.